Guys, this is just the beginning. Why don't you look at this? Virginia governor is asking for more than $6.8 million on his budget for 28 more jackbooted thugs. And this is on Guns and Gadgets channel. I'll put a link when I'm finished here. You know, you have a lot more to lose here, people, than your guns, because you're not looking at the bigger picture. Once they get the firearms, which they're trying to do, then there's nothing left between defending yourself and becoming a slave. And I don't mean slave in the sense that, you know, as in the old days about working out in the field. I'm talking about more or less a prisoner of the state. That's what you're going to become. They'll be able to come into your house any hour of the day and ransack your house. Maybe you've got one too many cans of beans. Maybe they have a bed that they want. It could be anything. Anything that their heart desires. Maybe their washing machine broke down and yours is running. Well, they can come in and take it. All for the sake of the common good, the greater good, the state. Well, then they decide, hey, you know what? We don't even have to use eminent domain or anything anymore. What we're doing is for the state. So they're going to take your property. And you get out there and bitch and moan and, oh, I worked hard for this. Well, you don't understand, citizen. This is for the state. Well, where am I going to go? Well, that's your problem. You got to remember, the greater good. The state comes first. They can confiscate your house, your car, your land, your food, your water, and there's not anything standing between you and them because they have your guns. No more freedom, no more liberty, no more constitution. You got the new world order. One thing leads to another. Remember that. It's not just the guns. The guns are what stands between you and communism. It's what stands between you and the king, between you and the state. That's what it's coming to. That's what this is all about. They are going to have total control if they continue down this path of guns, red flag laws, the whole smear. And if you can't see that, I'm sorry. See, you're already domesticated. You're still naive. You think things are going to stay the same. They won't. They will not stay the same. You've got the chance right now to make a difference, to change the world. And that is to stop these bastards in their tracks now. Because it's coming to it. Oh, it can't happen here. You know, those are the famous last words of everybody I've ever talked to. Oh, they can't do that here. It'll never happen. It'll never happen in America. Well, that's what they said before the 1968 gun law. That's what they said before the 1934 and 38 gun laws. Oh, they never passed the Patriot Act where they can do what they want. Well, they did. They're doing things and you're going, well, I guess I can live with it. You can't live with it. It's getting thicker and thicker and thicker. It's like molasses. And you won't be able to swim in it anymore. You're going to drown unless you revolt and put these bastards in their place. It's coming to that. It's more than just guns that you have to lose. It's everything else in general. Everything that you hold dear. Everything you've worked for. You know, to give your kids a better life. It'll all be gone. Be right down the drain. Everybody say, well, Trump's doing a great job. You don't renegotiate things like NAFTA and CAFTA, you know, the North American Free Trade Act, that sends all your jobs out of the country. That's why there's so much bitching and moaning and chaos in the world right now, because there are no jobs. You don't renegotiate something that doesn't work. Don't tell me what a damn good president he is. I'll slap you right in the face. You've got to be able to use common sense in this world. You can't go by the so-called advisors that he has up there in D.C. You can't go by them people. They have their own agenda. There's things that they want. And if you keep following in their tracks, just over and over and over until it cascades into a big snowball that you can't stop. And it's got to be stopped now. And it starts in Virginia. I made kind of a joke about this, but I say, well, you know, if you control the donuts, you control law enforcement. It's like the ones, you know, the people that, well, the UN once said about the food supply, you know, if you control the food, you control the people. And for that, they don't apologize. That should sink into your head. The Council on Foreign Relations helped bring in the United Nations. Right there's your two enemies that are on our soil. They're in every facet of government, at every facet of the corporations. They're everywhere. They influence. They're supposed to just influence things, but they influence things to work out for somebody that wants it that way. Well, you know, you owe us. You know, we give you all this power and prestige and money in the whole world, and now you owe us. Now you got to work for us. That's how it works. But people, you're going to lose more than just your guns here. You're going to lose your liberty, your freedom, your independence. You're going to lose your country. You're going to lose your Constitution. Everything that gives us the foundation of life in the United States of America is up for grabs right now, unless you make a stand. If the guns go, so does everything else. You better get that through your head. You think it won't happen here? It's on its way. Thanks for watching.